shit, he's hungry. Eat up, homie. Alright, so we're gonna go get him set up. Bet, okay. Okay, let's head out. Oh, shit. I thought my silencer was on. My bad. My gunshot brings all the boys to the yard. Really? Did I just really do that? I did. Alright, let's go. So, this truck is transient. This one right here can just go away. It's just a tools truck. It ain't got shit in it. Just a bunch of tools. This truck is my own personal United Nations truck. It's just got gear in it for me. If it ever gets stolen, it comes right back here. It just comes right back here. It can't go nowhere. I mean, once it leaves, it despawns wherever it's at and just comes right back. So that's kind of cool. Same with this one over here. This one, no matter where it goes, it'll despawn and come back right here. So nobody can steal it. Well, they can steal it for a minute. But all this stuff is theirs anyway. They can have it. It's like up for grabs. It's like a mobile trader. So is the blue one. The blue one's a mobile trader. This is just a truck that was laying around nearby. But this one's a mobile trader, and that one's a mobile trader. So those ones are fixed. They're not going they're not going anywhere. Not worth somebody's time to steal. Didn't want to shoot my car. This is a fixed Humvee. Means it just comes back here. If it's ever stolen, it just comes right back. Same with this car here. This car is fixed. This white car is fixed. This car is fixed. This is for the embassy. All these cars are for the embassy. which we use to keep everybody safe in the safe zone. So this is the safe zone. This is crazy, this little barrier. It's like, if you get in here, the zombies like lose you. It's like you're invisible. It's weird. I don't know what happened there, but it's like, it's a really cool, I was just using it to, so I could third party over the wall and just keep track of stuff, but when I was attacked by zombies, they just lost track of me. So, I don't know if it's because of the way I got the boxes built, but okay. Whatever. So anyway, that's just a little guard station to protect the town. Here's the water. You notice it's not behind the fence, it's open for public. Just like the trucks are open to the public. The hospital's open to the public. So this whole community is open to the public. As long as people behave, they won't get blasted. As we move in here, this is the police station, refugee center. So this is where new people can come into town and get their shit together. Oh my God, stop. I'm going through. Come on. Oh, ass. Are we good? Y'all all good now? God damn. Okay, so this is the embassy right here. This is the refugee center and the police station. Of course, I'm having rendering issues, but if you look, we got the police flag and the refugee flag. Now, I know we're flying the Livonia police flag, but it's just cool. I like, but we are the forward group for the Chinaris embassy. So this is ground zero, man. We push against the infection right here. This is the embassy. So this is where people from other servers will come and hang out if they're checking out the server or whatever. It's fully stocked with beer, pop, alcohol, food, like crackers and shit. There's an oven. I used all the guns in here, man. I got overrun and needed everything I had. Shit. I pulled guns out of everything. The generator, so these lights all light up this place. These are their faction flags. So right now there's 2 factions on this server, and these are their flags. So as each faction grows, more crates will go in with more faction flags. This is a diplomat office. Over here we have their suits for meetings, all black suits, black shoes. Over here we have gloves, pistols and gloves. And over here we have glasses, medical supplies, backpacks, medical supplies. This is where guns go, but oh look, there's 2 guns in there. How about that? I thought I used them all. So anyway, this is for diplomats and stuff to come and hang out. They got all the shit they need. And if they if they need to, they can use this car. So like I said, this car will just come back here after a certain period of time. It just comes back. All these do. This is a patrol car for the embassy. So, you know, as people come over from other servers, different faction leaders, they can use these cars and stay at the embassy, and we'll take care of all their needs. Here, these are for the police. These are our UN vehicles. The blue Addy, the UN vehicles, and just different Humvees. This is gotta go. This is going away. Whoever wants it can have that. So it's just storage. So yeah, this is basically the outside area for the refugees. Just in here, more gear. Over here, same thing, just more gear. More guns and gear, batteries, radios. There's like guns in these. Just guns I'm not going to use that came in. We got an order from Mexico, came up, and well, there they are. Okay, so, yeah, so basically, and then moving inside, I don't know, it's probably hot in here. So this is the police station area. Oh, shit. This Addy needs work. I gotta do some shit to it. I forget what's wrong with it, but... I think it's out of water, or I don't know what the hell. This is the power station. This area here powers all the lights down lower, and charges batteries and shit. Parts, this is parts for cars and crap go in here. So this is just another storage area for cars. Sometimes I do some, I grow cannabis back here. See, over here we got cannabis seeds right here. Boom. Cannabis seeds. So, grow pot in here. Keep garden supplies in there. Yes, sir. Clear out the police force. Got an unwelcome guest. So we've got a stove right there. So, right off the bat, we got the first gate, which just locks down everything. There's nothing in here but tools and food. Just tools, and this is a tool room. Up here's my office. So in here is like parts, gun parts. What's really cool is we got the Starlight optics, the night vision scopes, which are, you know, I had to put in the game. It's not like they're there. You have to write them in. I definitely wanted to write those in. I love the starlight optic. So the nighttime is set for, I think, 20, maybe 15, 20 minutes, something like that. Not long, but not short. So there is a good little amount of night. It's warm, it's July, so it's not like you're not really going to freeze on this server. It's, yeah, it's warm. It's like, why suffer, right? Fruit trees, I mean, I made sure there was fruit under the trees. I know people don't like that, but it is what it is. That's, on the official server, man, I lived on fruit. It was horrible. This is my bedroom, kind of. This is just where I keep medical shit. And, over here, batteries and lights and stuff like that I never use. Alright, let's clear it out. And here's just ammo, landmines, things like that. This is my personal office. This is where I keep my white suits. And, yeah, just miscellaneous crap. Bandages, more bandages. These are flags, faction flags that aren't being used right now, in case somebody ever does use them. My police banner flags and armbands. The hell. Okay, that's my loadout room, but there's a dude in there angry. We'll go up here real quick. So these are where I keep, these loadout barrels are where I keep sniper rifles, megaphones, just explosives. I try to keep way the hell up here, away from everybody. Flagpoles. This is, I don't really use this tent for anything other than third party and over to see if anybody's coming over the hill or not, you know? Like, I don't, these are kind of useless. It's just, I lugged them all the way up here, and now I feel dumb because I got to get rid of them. Wish I could just throw them over the edge, but you can't. But this is kind of neat at night when you're doing night vision. You know, it's like, you know, I could get in here and like pick up either side and, you know, use my night vision scopes and really check shit out. So, I mean, I don't know. It is what it is. Light bulbs, yes sir. So that's it. This is just a lookout station. I tried to, pretty dangerous place to be, really. Especially all these windows here, dangerous. Literally, once the server opens up, I'll be doing this the whole fucking time. Otherwise, I'll just get shot through the window. Right in the ass. You know, uniforms are hard to come by, so I didn't want to ruin his hat. But this is my loadout room here. So over here, I keep basically uniforms, helmets, backpacks, stuff. These are, if you saw that, those are all rubber rounds for my shotgun. Because, I mean, I pretty much patrol the city here, the town with rubber rounds. And these are my guns, some of them. Yeah, just some extra guns. Ammo. I go through so much ammo here because the zombies are set to a really high level, so it's like I'm constantly being ran over by 10, 20 at a time. So I'm just constantly going through a fuck ton of ammo and silencers. It's horrible. Alright. So, yeah, that's about it. It's police station. I totally totally fenced in this yard. This is hilarious. I couldn't get this corner protected very well at all. So I put in this cage. Because the only way you can't go through it, you just get ripped. You'll have 6, 7 cuts before you even get over that. But if you dropped in here, you could just run around. So I put in this cage. So like you fall in this cage and you just wait to die. Unless you happen to have a hatchet or whatever you need. That's about it. And this is just like refugee supply area, guns, medical supplies, food, just things that refugees might need, compasses. So yeah, basically refugees can help themselves. People coming into town here can help themselves to anything outside of that building and that building. They can have anything they want. Because if it's one of my cars, it'll come back. But if it's not, like that Humvee isn't one of mine. The 2 in the shed aren't one of mine. So all those Humvees can go away. I just figured somebody new might want to drive one. So I collected some up for them. Yes, sir. That's about it. Yeah, so as you can see, my stamina doesn't go down ever. I mean, it does a little bit, but not much to really notice. And, yeah, gun mods are like, you know, I brought in a lot of scopes and things that aren't available in the game. And some of the guns, like the AUG and the M4A1 in green, some other ones in green, I don't know, just a few guns that aren't in the program. You had to copy over and put them actually in the types file. So that was cool. So now I got these cool guns in the game. And yeah, that's about it. So stamina, just wanted to make sure there was traders in the game, but like the trader stores are laggy kind of. You know, on all servers I find trader stores kind of laggy. So I tried to solve that problem by putting the trader stores in a truck, which made it a lot easier, a lot less messing around I had to do with codes and things, so that was nice. So, yeah. So yeah, so putting the traders in trucks, it's like you can, you know, when you go up to them, see how it goes a little laggy, but it's like you can, you know, you can go through everything. Look at this lag, it's crazy. But you could go through everything and grab what you want pretty easy. That's about it. Crikey. Okay, let's see what we can do here. No. Right. My guy's so hungry. server's gonna shut down in 60 minutes. So I'm gonna run up to the trader store and see what's going on up there, and kind of show you what's going on up there. The hell did I just grab? Why? Oh my God, so much crap in there. Come on. No. Okay. Oh, I see. Wait. Okay. Mm. Mm. Okay. What do we got? Everything we need? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay, we're gonna go to my trader store, which is oh my God, it's in Novi, which is right up the street. How about that? All the cars have doors, all the parts. There's an extra radiator, spark plug, water in the trunk. Wow, what a bummer. I knew it too. It always happens on that barn. Damn. So this Humvee, as soon as I destroy it, it'll come back new. right my news station. Well, I'm so tired. Long day. That's fucking lovely. That's fucking delicious, mate. Whoa. Whoa. Let's go. Coming in the nose. Nose to the door. I'll be getting some night spikes right about now. In either direction, it's a long walk. I'm gonna drive it like I don't want to walk it. Oh, for sugar now. These turns are bad. Anywhere you see a guardrail, that's a magnet for your car, for sure, 100%. And like 40, 35, 40 is a safe speed. And you can kick it up. Yeah, let's go. I'm about to lag. But if you lag, you're going to lose it. A 35, 40, you can almost control it. And like that tree back there, you won't sustain so much damage it'll put you out of the game. I love this little shed right here. I don't know why. I think it's because where I found my first Hesco box. A Hesco box is a wire mesh filled box. You fill it with dirt. And it's a barrier, a bulletproof barrier. But it's so sad, it's heartbreaking. They despawn like 30 minutes after you set them up. So sad. You can do a lot of work in 30 minutes if you got a lot of them. And then they go away. Like, oh my god. So sad. They're really cool too, like sandbags. There's a lag spike from hell. I should be okay though. I'm gonna hit that tree way the hell down yonder way. Maybe. It looks like I'm splitting them. This is a long one. I'm gonna be in Cleveland. I can't watch. I can't watch. Crash. Am I dead? I'm dead. Wow. And just like that, his life came to an end. You know, he was in the peak of his career too. He was excited about his new post, and God Damn, dude. You know, and I wasn't really going that fast. The fuck. So, what are we thinking here? What am I thinking? What's my overall thought process of this damn server? Well, it's laggy. And why is it laggy? Why is it laggy? Well, I think, now mind you, I've only been doing this for about, what time is it? I've only been doing this now for a few weeks, so I'm not claiming to be a professional here. But common sense tells me that the reason this game's lagging out for me, this server, my server, is because I am over spawning items, one, right? So that means that like yeah, I mean you could tell if you looked at the in the rooms, like when I went by that one shed and I'm like, I like this shed, I don't know, I found a Hesco basket, okay. If you looked in there, you saw two items laying on the ground. I mean, like, that's pretty average. Every place you go into, you're going to find two or three items laying on the ground. Now, is that too much? Yes. I mean, I think it is. Because it's like, in the official server, you're going to find, like, nothing or one thing. So, to see three or four items on the ground like that tells me I'm over spawning items, which is going to increase the lag. So there's one thing I can do to decrease lag is not overslam the server with useless items that are never going to be used, right? I mean, they're never going to be used. So why slam the server with a bunch of fucking wool hats when people are spawning right by a trader where they can gear up fully kitted? It doesn't make any sense to spawn in a bunch of civilian clothes that are going to litter every freaking house and villa from here, from the north to the south. So when you think about that, when you think about that now, as you're driving through a town, right? It comes up on the first house, and it's like we got three items in here, and then you come up because it's a proximity thing. So as we get up to the next house, three more things. The next house, three more things. So if you got a group of houses with like six, seven houses, you're spawning in 21, 30, 40, 50 items, 100 items into a small little area, and it's like that's where you get the lag. So when you free up the computer from having to look at all those hundreds of useless items, it starts as you move into a town, it all of a sudden now becomes smooth and flows. Now mind you, I have no idea. That's a theory. That's just a theory. It just to me it makes sense because if the computer or whatever the system has to process all these clothes in every house, car, street corner, zombie's pocket, you know, it's like it seems I need a fresh cup of coffee. It seems to me that that would increase the lag. Now you're all probably going, "Well, duh, dude. You're a genius." Well, I know, but I am elderly. I'm old, and you know I'm really not that old, but like compared to like a lot of you 20-year-olds or whatever, you know, you're like, holy shit, you're ancient. So I understand that. So when I say I'm elderly, I'm just saying I'm hella old compared to a lot of these kids. But with that said, I think that I figured it out. So you want to increase the loot rate, you know, because on my server I want a plus loot rate. Okay, so how do I get a plus loot rate by deleting items? How do you do that? When then it came to me. It's like fucking zucchini, right? Like, um, there's a lot of useless items in the game that we don't even fucking need. So it's like you buy one. It's like I used to tell my wife, you know, it's like, come on, if you're gonna buy a bunch of crap, throw a bunch of crap away. And that's what we need to do here. If we add a bunch of guns or items, we could go down the list and remove some, which will thereby keep the economy at its normal level. Does that make any sense? Like I could add a gun and get rid of a zucchini. I could add 10 guns and get rid of 10 zucchinis or 10 zucchini seeds or get rid of them all together. And thereby keeping the economy at a certain level, but getting more guns in the game. So I'm in my other office making notes right now and coming up devising a plan here, but yeah, I really think that looking at static events and things like that and just I mean, let's be real, it's a laggy thing anyway, right? It's laggy. I don't care what server you go on playing a PS4 or PS5. Everybody gets the lag spikes and runs their car across the map. I mean, it just happens. That's why I put in I added more loot in the trunk, like radiators and spark plugs and things like that, to help out with those issues because they do happen. But I do think that having more items, keeping the loot economy stable is really, really crucial to lag. And, you know, but you could still add things to the game, but you really have to look at the items that you're using and remove some as you're adding. So if you're going to add 50 items, you want to remove 50 items. And I was actually watching a YouTube video of a creator who was talking about that very same thing about um, if you add something, remove something, and yeah, that's exactly what's going on here. So you know, I I thought I was doing a really good job keeping it even, but um, as I drive around and look in buildings and stuff, I can see that there's so many clothes laying around, and that's just useless crap the server has to deal with for no reason at all. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go in and manually adjust all those because there's an editor for your types file that you can use, but if you've got your server dialed in where you want it, you got to be really careful with that damn thing because sometimes, now, here again, maybe just my inexperience, but sometimes when I load it in, it tends to do funky things to my numbers that I'm not messing with. So I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I have no doubt in my mind it's user error. I know it is. I know it works perfectly fine, and I'm doing something messed up. So, I'm constantly creating types file backups. Constantly. I just want to always make sure I have an older version, updated version, the original version. You know, I once I started the server, I took an original copy of all the files, which I'm so glad I did because a week later, learning all the things I should have done and this and that, I was able to go back to a wipe and rebuild it properly, more sound and on a, with getting better results. I mean, you can see it online. People like trucks aren't spawning in or they're not spawning with parts on them and things like that. And it's like all that was really easy. That went really easy once I got a clean install and I did everything right and put everything in the correct way. Everything worked. All the mods worked just the way they were supposed to. So that was really cool. I'm really glad that was as easy as it was. So yeah, and then creating the custom events was another cool learning experience. Creating custom car events and custom truck events. There again, I believe that all the events contribute to lag as well. So if you go into an area that's got a shit ton of events going on, you're going to have a lot of lag. So, separating the events as much as possible is a good thing. Looking at all the events going on in an area and being like, okay, wait, you know, we could go in and we could totally remove that event, because there's a military event and a police event going on in the same area. You could like remove one. You could remove one um, spawn for one event, and then only one event would spawn there and free up. Like I just think that's as much as you could do as possible because I mean it's like I said, it's already a laggy game on PS4 anyway. So just freeing up all the resources you can with items and static events and things like that, I believe are, you know, really make it move a lot quicker and smoother for sure. So that's just how I feel right now. So I got some work to do still. I have to go in. Everything's running just fine. All cars are spawning in okay. They all have extra gear in the trunk. Um, Everything seems to be going good. Like I said, the only thing is I get these weird lag spikes that I think I could make better by getting rid of all the items laying around throughout barns and houses as you drive through an area and those there aren't there anymore. I think it'll free up a lot of lag, so there'll be, a lot less lag in those areas. And I'm sure you're all going, duh, good for you. You figured it out. Brainchild. Give him a cookie. But I'm glad. I mean, and that may not be it at all. I don't know. But I'm sure it is. It makes sense, right? I mean, if I have to pick up one thing, it's easier than if I have to pick up 100 things. So that kind of, I know computers are fast, but they still have to, register a lot of variables for every item going in: color, size, position, you know, the Z, the YAR, the pitch, whatever, all that business. They have to know all that. And it's like, so I imagine it takes a toll on the system trying to process each and every item. So yeah, so I'm trying to, so you could go into your M group proto, or no, pro for, or it's for position, I think. And you could look at these like spawn points and things, and you can edit like um different events and things. So you can change them out and move them around and, kind of keep the lag so it isn't all built up in certain areas. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm trying to play with, I've, like I said, I got all my mods are running good. The server everything's loading. I'd like to say it's running good, but it's really not. It's like, it seems like there's a little bit of rendering issues and lag. So I'm thinking I need to really go over, now that it's done, I need to open up every page of code and really break it down to make sure I have no errors in there at all. I use a code editor that, like, checker to make sure that you have no errors. And it says I don't, but you never know. So, like, there might be something in there that is added that shouldn't be, that's stopping something from working right, or maybe it's not stopping it from working it right, but it's making the computer take a fraction of a second to figure out what the hell I'm saying. It's like a duh, like your dog looking at you sideways for a second. What the fuck did you just say? So, I mean, I want to eliminate all those little quirks and problems that might make the computer hang just a little bit. Those little hang nails are just enough to slide you across the map in your car. So, yeah, that's about it. That's where I'm at with it. It's all done. I'm ready to open it up now. It's a 10-man server. It's called Blood Republic. And yeah, we're taking back Chernarus one town at a time. Beating back the infected. But yeah, I'm still, like I said, before I open it up to the public or everybody, I want to make sure that the lag is like the best it can possibly, the lowest amount it could be. I want it to be as smooth as possible because then I can kind of just maintain that, rather than trying to tweak it with a full server. Is just not really my idea of a. I don't want to disappoint a bunch of people. Like I was trying to get all the cars painted, get all the parts on the car, put stuff in the back. So I was constantly stopping the event, restarting the event, stopping the event, restarting the event. So I was telling the people who are on my server, don't collect cars right now because you're just going to lose them because I'm going to stop and start the events over and over and over again as I add things to them. I wanted all the cars to be, most of them are set rusty, so I got rid of all the rust on the cars and put them all new and just things like that. So the cars are all done, the Humvees are all done. Um, yeah, all that stuff is done. The trucks are all done. So now I just need to work on the lag. I need to get that kind of cleaned up as much as possible. I, even though it just seems like the normal lag where you go into a town or a city and you have a lot of events going on, you get the lag spikes, but it's just I think it could be better. I think it's just I do have a lot of stuff laying on the grounds that aren't going to be used. So I think just cleaning that stuff up couldn't hurt. So yeah, so for the next few days, that's what I'm going to be working on is just trying to clean up the server, try to get rid of the lag and yeah, figure out, I don't there's no way to reset the temp files on a PS4 like you can with a PC. You could go in and you could go into the Neutrado server and you could reset the temporary files, which speeds it up and helps with the lag. But unfortunately, we can't do that on PS4, so we have to just do the best we can. And some people are like, "Oh, well, I like the static helicopter events and I like that stuff." And it's like, yeah, but the problem is, it's like that's where the lag spikes come from. Is all that stuff, it's just, you know, it's just one of those things. And some people are like, well, I'll deal with the lag spikes because I really like the helicopter crashes, and that's something you weigh up. Is it worth the little bit of lag in that area to have it, or just get rid of them altogether? And in some servers I saw they just get rid of the nighttime altogether, then they can get rid of all night vision and stuff like that. So there's a lot of, I think there's a lot of different ways you can work on lag, but definitely freeing up resources and removing things is definitely the way to free up lag. Um, when you go into these servers that just have mass gear, you'll notice it's just laggy as hell. It's just they're over gearing. It's just over geared. It's beyond the economy, the flow of the economy. Once you get outside that flow of the economy, you just get lag. That's it. It's just a lag fest. And I mean so. I mean that's what a lot of the programmers have been saying is that like it works on a system of flow and economy and you want to stay within those parameters as much as possible. And that's what they do. They tweak those parameters. Like they'll add guns and remove, the food, some foods, or they'll remove certain items so they could bring in other items. And I think that's the way to be thinking about it. And a lot of these servers where they just pack it with everything under the sun, it's like, wow, Lagfest, you know. And I would rather have, I mean, I would rather have less static events and crap laying on the floor and just a smoother play with less lag. I mean, lag just sucks. And rendering issues and shit just suck. I mean, that's just, yeah. So, yeah, so that's why I'm most likely going to be starting a PC server here in the next few weeks. Because I'd really like to take what I've learned on this and take it to the PC level where I can add all kinds of freaky mods and work on an economy like that. So that would be kind of neat. So that's about it. That's where I'm at. So I will do another update in about, I don't know, 3 or 4 days after I get it going here. But till then, that's about it. That's where we're at. So thanks for checking it out, and I will see you soon.